Hello, and welcome to another stream. Yet another unboxing stream. Hey, everybody. So, what's the usual rigmarole? Well, we've got, this month's Marvel Collector Corps, right above me, in the big window. You'll see, the next one, which is going to be October's, which, big shock, it's Thor Ragnarok. That's going to be the next one. The Marvel Collector Corps, powered by Funko, they always do a box to, as close as they can, the next movie that's coming up. Spider-Man Homecoming was the box right before this one, right before Homecoming was out. This one, there's no movie tie-in, so we get something fun. I have spoiled myself on this a little bit, so we're going to go through kind of the rigmarole, but there's going to be some small changes. So, let's go and... Okay, so this month is first appearance Avengers. We got classic Thor on the top. This is the Avengers in their first outing, when they were their original times. Tales of Suspense, all of the really old school comics. Now, one of the things that I know about this is usually in each of the Collector Corps, literally up until this one, there's been a comic book that's got a special Funko cover to it. I suspect because of the nature of this, they didn't want to reprint like an original one, and that would be the only thing that would be appropriate, so there's no comic book in here. But that's just a little bit of a spoiler for y'all. So we're going to crack into it. Like I said, first appearance Avengers, you got Collector Corps on both sides, some info on the back, and then my address on the bottom. Crack her open. Now, every Marvel Collector Corps and every Powered by Funko box that comes out includes a pin and a patch that are themed to the box. This month, the pin is the classic version of Nick Fury. I'll be honest, I really, really enjoy the Sam Jackson version of Nick Fury. But Nick Fury was originally a white guy, so that's kind of the way it is. So they're going to include its first appearance. It's the only way we're going to have that version of Nick Fury anywhere near a Funko box, because the Sam Jackson just friggin' nailed it in the movies. So, and then, like I said, there's a patch, and this month, to go along with the first appearance, we have Captain America, minus one of the things that he's most famous for. Well, doing one of the things he's most famous for, but not kind of the version that he was famous for. Sorry, I'm trying to get my setups lighting better over there. Using my 4. But it's Captain America throwing a punch. Now, in the comic books, in his first appearance, he was originally punching Hitler. So, kind of almost relevant today. Now we'll open the box. And the first thing we get is this, which tells us, as I showed you earlier, next box is going to be Thor Ragnarok. And on the back, which I'm not going to show you, it shows a rundown of all the contents of the box, including some information, all that kind of thing. Some useful, fun stuff. Shows off which comics everybody's from, like the comics and all that. But, again, I'm not going to show you that because we're unboxing this. Now, on the inside of the box, and this is something that they do more so with they do this with the Marvel. I don't know about the the DC, but I think same thing. A bunch of comic book artwork on the inside with the original covers: Incredible Hulk, Captain America, Tales of Amazing Fantasy with Spider-Man. Incredible Hulk is of course the Hulk. Captain America 1 with Captain America punching Hitler, and Tales of Carnation. Now I'm going to take the box and put it on the floor as I pull everything out, because with my setup that I've got, it's a little unwieldy for me to try and everything. Put this over here. So the first thing we have is the t-shirt. Now there's always some form of wearable in here. It's not always a t-shirt. It's been a scarf, it's been socks, it's been a hat. This time it's of course a t-shirt, which is the thing that everybody enjoys the most. And the t-shirt this time is a popified version of the first appearance of the Incredible Hulk, where you've got the top Bruce Banner down there, echoed Incredible Hulk. Now the Hulk wasn't originally green; he was kind of a gray. Just that the green was actually a cheaper ink than the gray that they. Now, again, there's not a huge amount in this one. More comic, that kind of thing. Man, thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. Now, for those of you watching after the fact on YouTube, I do these live on Twitch, so I do occasionally say hi to people in chat. So next we've got, now, like I said, there's not a huge amount. There's the shirt, the pin, the patch, and in this case, 2 pops. There's always going to be at least 1 pop, because that's what Funko has made their name on. But that's not always the case. There have been Dorbs, rods, there have been mystery minis, all that kind of stuff. This time there are 2 pops, both of which I'm actually kind of stoked for. First one, and the one that they actually teased originally, is the Tales of Suspense number 39 Iron Man, first appearance Iron Man. And so here's on the back, they also included a nice piece of artwork of the cover from the original issue, where keeping it back up in the box. And this drives some people crazy. A lot of people don't like to take their pops out of the boxes. It's an unboxing. You can't do an unboxing without taking the box. And so you've got the real classic. It's real similar to the armor that Tony made in the first Iron Man movie, because it was based off of this guy. Side by side as much as I can. How it looks in the comic book, and how it looks in person. I like it. It's a good stance. He's actually got almost the exact same stance that he has on the cover too. Let's see the stance there. So they did a really good job with this. I like that. Find a good display him later on. One of the problems with being a pop lunatic like I am is that you eventually run out of space to display them, especially since I display most of mine out of box. So I run out of space because I can't just keep stacking on top of each other. They come out of the box and they're so high. And then the one that it's Vision, first appearance Vision from Avengers number 57. Out of the box. Again, looking at the back of this, they mimicked the pose from the cover. With the pop. And what's cool is also that Vision, he's got that really kind of cape. They actually attach the cape to his bobblehead so the cape moves around his head. Look, you can see. kind of got the same stance from comic mimicked. Vision's not one of my huge characters, but a lot of people were complaining, apparently, to Funko, like, because they reveal, like, they had Thor on there, and people have been really wanting kind of a first appearance, like a classic Thor pop. And they were really complaining when they announced this guy, that, oh, look, it's another Iron Man. But it's one of those things where, thanks to the movies, that's the reason why this guy is so popular. It's just the way it is. But people were like, why can't we get a Vision? Well, we got a Vision. We got classic. And I guess as I understand it, this is I only pay so much attention to pops. Apparently, this is the first time that there has been a comic book version of Vision. There's been Vision from the movies, but there's never been a comic book. So that's kind of cool. So, we got that. Now, what do we have coming up? Back in the box. So, what do we have coming up? Well, as you know, I do a couple of different Funko unboxings every couple of months, depending on what I've got available to me. This one was, of course, Marvel Collector Corps. Now, if you do want to sign up and get the Collector Corps, if you like what you've seen in this, you can take and go to collectorcorps.com and you can order the Thor Ragnarok box. Now, you're going to be doing this blind. You're going to do it sight unseen. It's going to be a pop. It's going to have at least one pop from the movie. It's going to be exclusive. Nothing in here is available anywhere but in the Collector Corps boxes. Smuggler's Bounty box is the same exact way. There's nothing that's in these that's available anywhere else. You, of course, may find it on the aftermarket, but this is where you're going to actually be able to. Then, because again, we go on to some other things. Now, there are two, and I'm not entirely sure what the order is going to be for the upcoming one. Because I'm just not sure. There is going to be Smuggler's Bounty, which theme is Jedi. I have no idea what's going to be in this one. That's going to be the September box from Smuggler's Bounty. That is, again, powered by Funko, so there's a pop, shirt, pin, patch, something else. There's never been a comic book, but they've always been pretty. That's where they did one for Bounty Hunters, and we got IG-88. And we also got probably one of the coolest Boba Fett's ever. Action pose Boba Fett. So some awesome pops that I've gotten in there. So that's what we got as our next, as likely our next one. It'll be one of two as our next one. So we got Jedi, and then we have from Smuggler's Bounty. And then, because of a deal that my mother also gets some of these crates, not the Smuggler's Bounty or the Collector Corps, or the DC, which I have no access to. But my mother does get the Disney Treasures box. The next one for that is Haunted Forest, and as you can see here, we've got the pop that they've announced for that all that. And yeah, so that's going to be a Dragon Maleficent. We're not sure. I'm sorry about the clearing the throat. I don't know if that's going to be a 6-inch, one of the large 6-inch ones, or if it's going to be 3-inch like the we've seen here today. It could be either one, but I'll be unboxing that. Now, Smuggler's Bounty, you can get at smugglersbounty.com, and the Disney Treasures, you can get it disneytreasures.funko.com, or also next.funko.com, if it's a little shorter. Now, all of these, you can only get what is next up. You cannot get the ones that you've already seen me unbox, unless you subscribe to them to get the next one. If you sign up for Collector Corps, to get the Thor Ragnarok. If you sign up, get the Thor Ragnarok, you will have the opportunity then, and for a period, and for pretty much indefinitely forward, you will have the opportunity to purchase previous ones. So if you signed up for the Thor Ragnarok, you could get first appearance Avengers. You could get Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't know necessarily the duration that they maintain those for. It used to be quite a bit longer than it is now. But you can sign up and get those past ones if you're so inclined. That right next to my speak in its microphone. So you can sign up and do that. You can do the same thing with Smuggler's Bounty. You can take and go through, and if you're watching on Twitch and you haven't seen and you haven't done so already, you can go over to my YouTube channel, listed right below, and you can watch my previous unboxings, and quite a few of those you're going to be able to get by signing up for the next one. That does make kind of a big expense, but it's better than it used to be. When they first started with these, the only way you could get the past ones was to immediately sign up, and was to get it, and the only way you could get the back ones was at the time when you subscribed. Now you can get them at any point as long as you're actually a subscriber. But you can keep an eye on these unboxings to see what's coming up and decide, hey, maybe I want to get that. An option for the future. I hope you've enjoyed this. I know I've enjoyed rambling at you for a little bit of time. Please feel free to join me in the future. If you're new here, please feel free to hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Go over to Twitch, hit the follow button over there. And hope to see you again. I may be back later on tonight here on Twitch, streaming some gameplay for a game night stream. If not, I'll probably be back tomorrow with so I hope you have a good evening, a good night. Take care.